packed up from our campsite at Wilderness State Park, and we are now making our way into Mackinac City, where we're gonna grab some gas, some really expensive gas, and probably fill up our propane tanks, and then we're gonna cross over the Mackinac Bridge, and we will be in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and we're gonna go and see quite a few things up there. I think our next stop tonight for the next couple nights is Tahquamenon Falls State Park. So we're excited to move on and see what else is up further north.
The Mackinac Bridge is a large suspension bridge that provides the only connection between Michigan's upper and lower peninsulas. The bridge provides sweeping views of the Straits of Mackinac and the tourist hotspot of Mackinac Island. The Mackinac Bridge opened in 1957 at just under 5 miles in total length and is still the longest suspension bridge between anchorages in the Western Hemisphere. The straits connect Lake Michigan and Lake Huron, and the bridge is the official dividing line between the two lakes.
We are at our first tourist trap stop of the day at Castle Rock Curios. Walls and everything is made out of birch bark. So what kind of curios did you guys find? You find some... This is a curio shop. A turtle curio? That's a hacky sack. Oh, it's a Bigfoot! Castle Rock is one of the first points of interest you come to after you cross the Mackinac Bridge. The gift shop at the base has been around since the 1920s, and they charge a reasonable fee of $1 to climb to the top of the rock, which features an outstanding view from almost 200 feet above the surface of Lake Huron. Yep, it is Mackinac Island. You see the bridge? Where at? Look this way. We're making a quick stop here at the Soo Locks, and there happens to be a ship in there right now. Looks like it might already be risen up higher, but we might get to see it leave the lock. Okay. So this ship right here is coming from Lake Huron. It wants to go to Lake Superior. Lake Superior is higher, so it goes like this into the lock, and then the lock's shut, and the water flows in, and it makes the boat go up. Oops, these are supposed to be shut, but then those open and it goes to Lake Superior.
And then the next ship goes.
That's a big ship, isn't it, Nolan? We're up in the observation tower here at Soo Locks, and there's a boat in one of the locks right now. But I think it's already risen up to Lake Superior level. It's ready to head out pretty soon. But the lock right closest to it is filling up, so maybe there's a boat coming in from the Lake Superior side that might be locking down. And the boat is moving out of the lock. Hi, you like Soo Locks? You learn stuff about boats? There's the lock from the downriver side. You can see how tall it is from this side, and that's how much the water level has to lower down to get the boats down to the Lake Huron level. The lock is now opening. And the boat has lowered down, and here it comes. We are outside of Sault Ste. Marie at this overlook called the Mission Hill Cemetary Overlook, which has a spectacular view across Whitefish Bay and where it enters St. Mary's River. And we can even see the boat, the big ship actually, that we saw go through the locks earlier. It's now heading out towards Lake Superior, and across the bay you can see Canada out there and some of the small mountains or whatever those are across there. It's really pretty. See if you see something out there that you might recognize. Do you know where we saw that before? Yeah, the locks. We are cooking up some hot dogs for supper, but you couldn't ask for a better scenic spot to do so. It's almost 10 p.m. here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We're getting further and further north, so the sun is setting really late, and we've made it to our campground here at the lower falls of Tahquamenon Falls, and we walked down here really quickly to see the lower falls from this little viewpoint. It's not too far from our campground. We're just checking it out as the sun sets, and we're gonna go back and hit the hay because we've had a long couple days here, and we're gonna enjoy taking some hikes and seeing the waterfalls here tomorrow. So until then, good night.